But here's what no one has told you yet. Hard work can build a life that does not fully fit you. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, I am doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. Why does this still feel harder than it should? You're responsible. You're disciplined. You show up. You take action. You carry your family, your work, your commitments, and yet there's still this friction. It shows up in small ways. You stand in front of your closet longer than you expected. You hesitate before speaking in a room that you were qualified to speak in, qualified to lead. You still feel slightly drained before the day even begins. It's not that you lack discipline, you lack alignment. See, this is most high achieving women. They don't know that because we were taught this one belief: if I just work harder, everything will eventually align. If I push a little more, if I optimize more, if I try harder, if I fix myself, then finally I will feel steady. Today, we are going to dismantle that belief. This belief did not come from weakness. It came from success. You are rewarded for hard work. As a child, effort brought praise. In school, effort brought grades, good grades. In your career, effort brought promotions, acknowledgement. In motherhood, effort kept everything together. Your brain learned something very powerful. Whether you were actually taught this belief or not, but you still learned that hard work equals progress. Hard work equals safety. Hard work equals value. Hard work equals success. And for a long time, that worked. But here's what no one has told you yet. Hard work can build a life that does not fully fit you. You can work very hard inside a structure that is slightly misaligned. You can become extremely efficient at carrying something that quietly exhausts you. High achieving women are very good at compensating. You can function beautifully while you're misaligned. You can look polished while internally you're adjusting. You can succeed while slightly disconnected from yourself. And that compensation costs energy. And it's not dramatic energy, it's quiet, daily energy. Over time, that quiet energy leak becomes fatigue, irritability, hesitation, self-doubt, not because you are incapable, but because you're out of order, you're out of alignment. And when you believe that working harder is the solution to everything, you stop asking those better questions. You override discomfort instead of investigating it. You push through resistance instead of asking, what is this resistance telling you? You tell yourself you're tired because you just need to be stronger. But discomfort is often a signal of misalignment. If your wardrobe feels draining, it's not because you need more clothes. If your schedule feels overwhelming, it's not because you're weak. If your presence feels inconsistent, it's not because you lack confidence. It may be because who you are and how you're living are not fully in agreement. When there is misalignment in your nervous system, it's gonna feel it first. You feel rushed, you feel slightly unsettled, you feel like you're constantly adjusting. Even small daily decisions begin to feel heavier. Research consistently shows that more small decisions we make early on in the day, the more mental energy we lose later. When you begin your morning with uncertainty, your mind starts in a state of instability. You may not collapse, you do compensate. And that compensation is exhausting. Hard work increases output. If your day begins with hesitation in front of your closet, your confidence is being taxed before you ever leave the house. You may not even notice it immediately. You still perform, you still take action. But instead, something feels slightly unsettled. It's subtle instability that compounds. Most high achieving women assume that this is a wardrobe issue. It's not, it's a clarity issue. When one of your first visible decisions of the day feels uncertain, your nervous system registers it. Research shows that we make tens of thousands of decisions daily. Decision fatigue is real. If your morning starts with that friction, you begin the day compensating instead of leading. Compensation costs energy. Inside the Confidence Through Clarity webinar, I will show you why your wardrobe feels so draining and what's actually causing it, how clarity eliminates decision fatigue, the one shift that makes confidence feel steady instead of forced. This is not about shopping. It's not about trends. It is about restoring order. Imagine walking into every room already settled, already decided, already aligned. No adjusting, no overthinking, no quiet self-doubt, just grounded presence. Clarity is not a luxury, it is leadership. If you are ready for confidence to feel calm and consistent instead of performative, reserve your seat now. This is the kind of shift that changes how you show up everywhere. Join us so you can step into confidence through clarity. Alignment increases clarity. So it's like without clarity, effort multiplies confusion. The book 10x is better than 2x. That immediately comes to mind because he talks about how important it is to be focused on have a clear path, an aligned, clear path of action to take that's going to get you catapulted 10x rather than just 2x. If you're just doing hard work, you're doing a bunch of things all at the same time, you are not with aligned clarity taking action. And that's what we need. Here is the belief that we are replacing that old one with. Alignment multiplies effort. Effort alone does not create alignment. Alignment means agreement. Agreement between who you are, what you value, how you present yourself, what you tolerate, what you say yes to, what you allow in your environment. When those things agree, something shifts. Your decisions become faster. Your presence becomes steadier. Your voice becomes clearer. And you no longer feel like you are performing. You feel like you are inhabiting your life. You're actually able to live this life, and it's beautiful. And this is the difference between performance and presence. Performance adjusts to be accepted. Presence stands because it is aligned. High-achieving women are often praised for performance. What they crave is that grounded presence, because presence does not require force. It does not require volume. It does not require over-explaining. It is felt because it is aligned. Alignment creates steadiness. Most women don't struggle because they lack discipline, taste, or potential. They struggle because they're trying to transform alone. Research actually shows that people who pursue growth inside a community are up to 65% more likely to follow through on actual, tangible, meaningful change. And it's not because they're stronger, because they're supported. They've got accountability. They are able to be reinforced with this new behavior. And that's what most women are missing. Not more information, not another checklist, but a room. A room where standards are higher, where self-doubt isn't normalized, where growth is expected, not explained away. The Style Empowerment Society exists for women who know what they are capable and that they are capable of much more, have been telling themselves that they don't have the time or it's not necessary. Yet confidence isn't built in the spare moments. It's built through alignment, repetition, and being seen. Style here isn't about clothes. It's about presence, identity, and remembering the worth that has always been yours. But it got buried under responsibility, noise, and comparison. When women gather around clarity instead of chaos, transformation becomes inevitable. If you are ready to stop circling your potential and start stepping into it, the Style Empowerment Society is where that begins. Join us. It's free to enter, and it's where becoming her stops being theoretical and starts becoming lived. Do not rush this part. Ask yourself, where am I currently working harder instead of getting clearer? Is it your wardrobe? Are you buying pieces hoping that confidence is going to follow? Is it your schedule? Are you adding more systems instead of removing that misalignment? Is it your relationships? Are you over-functioning instead of enforcing boundaries? Are you still operating from who you used to be instead of who you are becoming? Where are you compensating? Compensation always signals misalignment. And misalignment is not a moral failure. It's an invitation to reorder. High-level women do not need to be shamed into change. They need to see clearly. You are not fixing your entire life today. That's not what we're going to do. We are restoring one area to have order. So within the next 48 hours, you will do one thing. Identify one friction point. Then remove it. Don't analyze it. Don't journal about it for weeks. Remove it. And that might look like removing 3 pieces from your closet that represent an outdated version of you. Whether you love these pieces or not, whether they're sentimental or not, get rid. Canceling one commitment that does not reflect your current priorities. Reorganizing one visible area of your home so it reflects order. Clarifying one boundary you have been avoiding. Alignment is meant to be lived. Clarity without action is incomplete. And when you remove that friction, you immediately feel steadier. Not because life became perfect, but because order was restored. So this is going to be episode 1. We are dismantling one belief at a time. Next, we may address I must perform to be respected. Rest is earned. Softness means weakness. I need more before I'm ready. But we're going to begin here. Because if you still believe that working harder will solve that misalignment, you will rebuild the same tension repeatedly. Effort is powerful, but without alignment, effort exhausts you. With alignment, effort multiplies. You are not tired because you are incapable. You are tired because something is slightly out of agreement. An agreement can be restored. If this resonated with you, I want you to write this in the comments. Alignment multiplies effort. Not as a slogan, as a decision. In the next episode, we will dismantle the next belief quietly shaping your growth. And if you're ready to live this work in real time, the Style Empowerment Society is where we practice alignment together. Clarity first, then movement. I hope that this helped you, and if it did, please be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a video. And remember, style is more than what you wear. It is how you step into your God-given purpose. I will see you in episode 2.